It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
They get on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like buck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap. He a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like.
Oh my God.
Brother just came in. Shout out to Big Bro. I have asked of you previously to stop referring to Democrats as the Democratic Party. They are anything but Democratic. Hey, I hear you, Big Bro. I hear you, Big Bro. I will stop referring to them as the Democratic Party. I got you. All right, take a look at this video. Let me get your thoughts.
I'm gonna get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
They get on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like buck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap. He a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like T's. What's up with these?
Ew, y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. Man, I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask, all right? We have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right, 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right, I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Ew.
Jasmine Crockett representing Texas's 30th district. This is what she put up. We are in a goofy place in America. We are in a very goofy place in America. This whole not like us, I don't know if I'm reading into it a little bit more than most, but her referencing this to try to create this divide, her trying to, like these politicians are so desperate. A lot of them were nerds and geeks that feel like they never got the attention that they deserved growing up. That's what they suffer from. And now they're in power. These uncool, unpopular people in high school and middle school, now they're trying to be cool on a global stage, on an American stage at the expense of us. This is a goofy like, why are you trying? I don't know about y'all. Maybe Trump just, a lot of these people complain about Trump, but why do y'all have to relate to hip hop so much? Why do y'all try to appeal to like look at the bait. You ever looked at it like this? The bait that somebody uses to attract you. Think about it like this. It says a lot. You learn a lot about yourself based on the bait that people use to attract you. Case in point, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Beyonce. Those are the people that were performing at the Kamala Harris rallies, at the DNC. Do y'all ever stop and think, especially to y'all older folks out there that are voting Democratic, do y'all ever stop and think like, damn, why are they using these super ignorant influencers, artists, whatever you want to call them? And if you don't think they're super ignorant, perhaps maybe we'll do this a little bit later and listen to some of the lyrics that a Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion discuss. And total side note, quick little 20-second tangent. I was so disgusted. I became even more disgusted yesterday that the Democratic Party used Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B to appeal to voters. When I was on this boat, we got on this boat in the DR, and They started playing, and it was random people. I've never done this before. And it actually gave me a whole bunch of anxiety, but I was good at the end. Getting on a boat with random people, and a lot of them were younger, some were older, but it was like, it's just not my speed. I like to control the environment as much as I can, especially being on a boat out in the ocean. I need to know who I'm going to be around. They started playing Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. And this may sound crazy what I'm about to say, but you never realize, or I don't know, maybe you do realize in other situations, but for me in this particular situation, I've never been as embarrassed being black. Well, I'm not going to say I've never been embarrassed, but I was extremely embarrassed being black on a boat with, I would say the majority of people weren't black. There was maybe half and half, whatever. And especially some of the older white people that were on the boat. And they start playing Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. And I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm looking at Maya like, yo, this is crazy. Like, do you hear the stuff that they're saying? I'm like, this is why people are disgusted by black people. This is why people look at us the way that they look at us. This is why the Democratic Party looks at us the way that they look at us. This is why people across the world, we just played that Myron video from Fresh and Fit, where he was talking about his days at Northeastern in college, where once he got familiar and close with his friends in college, they all made fun of black people. All of them. And I want to go back to the point of debate. Now look at the Democratic Party, who they're bringing on board to help push their message, to help gain voters. This is how they think about certain people. So you get these politicians like Jasmine Crockett, who's trying to appeal to us in different ways. In my opinion, is super ignorant. And Uncompetitive actually made a comment. So smart move by Crockett to reach out to young future voters who are brain damaged by watching too much TikTok, and so will be likely to vote Demon Rat. Exactly. But my question is for the older people that vote Democrat. Have y'all not heard Cardi B songs? And maybe I should go through some of the lyrics and get y'all a little bit more of an understanding on who the Democratic Party that y'all voted for, who they chose to put on a pedestal and to have young girls looking up to these type of women and the things that they're saying in their songs. Maybe you would think twice. Maybe you would say, this ain't a good look for Kamala Harris, a grown woman who I wouldn't say leans into the culture, whatever the culture is. I'm not even downplaying her for it is what it is. Why Kamala Harris chose to embrace bringing people like Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B on board, and why a lot of these politicians choose to align themselves with these artists and to give them platforms that elevate them to be looked at as some type of mentors or some type of role models by our younger community. I just don't understand why the older people that vote Democrat are allowing this type of craziness to happen. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry to go off on those tangents. Let's move into this other video. Maybe I feel like every conversation that I have on a lot of these topics, they end up going back to the same place. So I do want to try to avoid that. But let's take a look at this exchange where he's calling out some of these sanctuary city mayors, and see what your thoughts are on that. But I just can't emphasize enough how disgusted I am with a lot of these tactics that are being presented by these Democrats. I'm disgusted by it. I'm disgusted by it. And to be totally honest, I feel as if I'm getting ready to be disgusted the same way by a lot of the stuff the Republicans are doing, because I think that it's just the seesaw. As one side becomes more radical, the other side becomes more radical. But the only thing that I will say is that the Democrats, you lost. To the victor go the spoils. Get on board, and it's on you to figure out a way to work with Donald Trump, not the other way around. It is what it is. That's the whole point of having elections. Humble yourself, show some humility. You lost. Just like in sports, you lost. Go congratulate that team that won, that beat you fair and square. And in this type of situation, go figure out a way to work with them, because the best thing you can do to represent your people, the people that voted for you, is to figure out a diplomatic way to push the things and to work with the current administration in order to make sure that you're bringing a proper influence of the people that voted for you and the people that the things that they voted for, in order to not fight against the things that Trump is doing, but in order to figure out a way to perhaps implement the things that those people wanted as much as possible. And all the things that y'all tell me about Donald Trump and all the things that y'all see about Donald Trump, y'all tell me, do you think it's more likely for Donald Trump to work with you if you're fighting against him, or if you're figuring out a way to work with him? Maybe Eric Adams is a good sign of that. But let's keep going. Uncle Brother wrote, you are correct. Hip hop has gone from informative, enlightening, conscious rap to ignorant crap, totally on purpose, inside job on the part of liberal executives in control of the industry. I really want to play some of the lyrics. I really do. And I really want to just read some of the lyrics, but I know it's just going to go into a totally different conversation. So maybe we'll save that for Friday. Shout out to Steve North. Steve North said the pendulum always swings hard. So this is what and you know what's so funny? I see a lot of conservatives jumping on and naturally doing maybe some of the things that I do, which is calling out a lot of things that the Democrats do. But what I see, what I think is going to happen is exactly what Steve just said. The pendulum's going to swing hard in the other direction. And because we have such a toxic culture right now in politics, it's just gonna, I really feel like we're on the verge of a situation occurring and people being so emotionally manipulated that we're going to be at risk from, I don't know if it's going to be a civil war, but there's going to be a lot of things that we end up dividing on that's going to cost our country. So that's where I'll leave it. All right, so let's move into this Byron Donalds situation.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.